देवा जय सुभद्रमा जय सुदर्शना जय सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीताराम सीताराम लक्ष्मण लक्ष्मण जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय.
Shall we start, Maharaj? Okay. Shall we start the offerings next set? Start the offerings. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Welcome to our afternoon session. Hare Krishna. Are you alone or Mataji? Hare Krishna, welcome to our afternoon session. We will start with the offerings. We have Jayadvet Prabhuji, who is going to give the offering, and Subhadra Mataji. So, Jayadvet Prabhuji on the stage. If you can come on the stage, please.
इसके बाद कौन है? मेरा कुछ भी जाना है. उनको दे दो, अच्छा सुना दो, दे दो.
Hare Krishna. If everyone in the temple hall, if you can be seated facing Prabhuji who is giving the offering, please face the stage. Everyone facing the stage. And please be seated. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, you can start.
But it's for him, he is not listening.
Maharaj is always listening.
He's busy.
Okay, Prabhuji, start.
Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pashtaya Bhutale Shimade Deva Mrita Swaminiti Namane Pracharya Purvadaksham Cha Bhakta Chara Pravinata Partathavi Karnayam Yasya Savachate Namah. Dear Pitaji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. On this very special day of your Vyasa Puja, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for the incredible example you set for all of us. Although I have had the blessings of knowing you personally only for a short time, your unwavering dedication to serving and remembering Krishna has deeply inspired me. Hearing about your early sacrifices fills me with awe. At a young age, with 6 children, you donated all of your savings after coming back from France to establish this community in Seattle. Putting your faith entirely in Krishna to care for your family. I know my mother-in-law tells me how she lived right in that corner of this temple with 6 kids in a caravan. It just beyond my imagination how you all survived the cold of Seattle out there in the rain, and yet you and my mother-in-law both were always at the altar at the right time serving Radha Nila Madhava. This kind of surrender and selflessness is rare and truly embodies what it means to live for Krishna's mission. Your hard work and commitment shine in every story I've heard about you. A devotee told me during Ananda Mela, for example, you worked non-stop for 36 hours. When people half the age that you were at the time were falling asleep, but you were still continuing. And even after such an exhausting stretch, you stayed behind to pick up every last piece of trash from the lawn in front of the city hall. That kind of attention to detail and respect shows the high standard of service and integrity that you live by, perfectly aligning with the principle of the Vaishnava culture. And then there's what you endured last year, fighting stage 4 cancer, undergoing a spinal surgery right after, and persevering through chemotherapy, all while continuing your service to Krishna. I still cannot forget that conversation you had with me when I called you over from overseas, and you told me that you felt very useless lying in that bed, although there was nothing that you could do, but still you thought of doing something for Krishna, and you managed to, within a span of few days, happen to pay off this temple, whatever the remaining loan for this temple was, and also a big portion of Bellevue Temple. That tells me how you always think of Krishna and your Gurudev. It's nothing short of a miracle. To me, this is clear evidence of Krishna's deep reciprocation for your devotion. He must want you to continue distributing his holy name to fallen souls like myself. And we are so fortunate that you are still here showing us how to persevere in faith and devotion no matter what obstacle come our way. Your life is an inspiration, and on a personal level, I cannot thank you enough for the gift of my wife, Subhadra, your daughter. Her devotion and strong Krishna consciousness are a reflection of the example you and my mother-in-law Parijata have set. Being part of your family and learning from your journey is a blessing I deeply treasure. Thank you, Pitaji, for everything you do, for your sacrifices, your examples, your endless compassion. On this auspicious day, I pray that I can follow in your footsteps, even in a small way, and dedicate myself more fully to a life of service and devotion. Wishing you a very happy birthday. Your son-in-law, Jayadvaita. And this is from Subhadra. She is over in India, for those who don't know. She'll be back next month, but she wanted me to read this out to you. Dear Dad, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. On this very special day, your birthday, I want to express my gratitude and admiration for the incredible example you have set, not just for me, but for everyone fortunate enough to know you. Your life has been a shining testament to unwavering conviction and devotion, and it fills me with hope and inspiration every day. It amazes me to think about how when ISKCON was just beginning and there were only a handful of devotees around the world, you chose to join Srila Prabhupada's mission. Despite the trials, tribulations, discomfort, and hard work, you stayed firm in your choice. You could have pursued a lucrative career after graduating from the Ivy League University, UPenn, in Philadelphia, but instead you followed your heart and you became a monk and dedicated your life to preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya. I have often thought about the sacrifices you made, like the time your uncle showed up in France and chastised you for following Krishna. Coming from a traditional Christian family, the decision to embrace Krishna consciousness must not have been easy. Yet you followed your inner calling with courage and conviction. What truly inspires me is how you persevered through societal and family pressures, as well as the stigma attached to being a devotee in those early days. While many people joined and left the movement in 1970s, you stayed, unwavering in your dedication to Krishna. To this day, you continue to inspire through your service, your humility, and your devotion. As your daughter, witnessing your steadfastness gives me such hope in my own practice. Your life shows me that no matter the challenges, Krishna is always worth it. Thank you, Dad, for being such a wonderful example and for inspiring me to stay on this path with determination and faith. Again, happy birthday, your loving daughter, Subhadra.
Thank you very much, Jayadvaita Prabhuji and Subhadra Mataji. Next we have is Ram Mukund Prabhu and family.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Dear His Holiness Harivilas Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. When I think about my spiritual journey so far, I feel your guidance and inspiration at every step. When we came to Seattle, we were simply looking for a place to socialize. And devotee introduced us to the temple, and it felt like we had found a home away from the home in India. A temple became like a big family, and you were a caring father. From then on, we never stopped coming. The temple became our go-to place for everything. Maharaj, and your efforts in building new Balaji temple are truly amazing. The beautiful deities and the enthusiasm of new visitors show us how much efforts and devotion you have put into it. Seeing the temple grow brings me so much joy. Now that the second temple is completed, I feel so happy for you. Whenever I see you, you look so beautiful, blissful, because your dream came true. Maharaj, you are a role model for all of us. It is not common to have someone like you guiding us personally. Sometimes being close to you, we forget how fortunate we are. I hope to follow your instructions sincerely and become a better devotee. Please bless me so that I can serve Srila Prabhupada's mission with more dedication under your guidance. And Maharaj, today, especially today's event and many outdoor festivals which you organize, I see like all devotees from the different background, they come together and they work under your guidance. And that can happen only because of the pure devotion you have for the deities, Shri Radha and Madhav here and Balaji also. So I remember the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was passing from the Jharkhand forest, so when he was passing from the forest, there were many animals, different animals like tiger, lion, deer, and so on. But in spite of they were not going along otherwise, but because of the presence of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pure devotion, they could come together and everybody was chanting. So similarly, because of your pure devotion, Maharaj, I see that many devotees, all of us coming from the different background, they work together for festivals under your guidance. So that is happening only because of your pure devotion, Maharaj. So Maharaj, on this auspicious occasion of your Vyasa Puja, I humbly pray to your Lord Shri Radhanila Madhav and Shri Balaji to bless you with a long and healthy, blissful life. Also on this auspicious day, I beg your forgiveness for any offenses I may have committed, whether knowingly or unknowingly. May Lord always protect you and give you the strength to continue inspiring and guiding us on the path of Krishna consciousness. Happy birthday, Maharaj. Thank you for everything you have done for us. Your life is an inspiration, and I feel so lucky to know a person like you in real life. Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Thank you very much, Ram Mukund Prabhuji. Damodar Prasad Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and to you and to Guru Maharaj. There's so many occasions that I had an opportunity to work with Maharaj and growing along with that. Every incident teaches me something, and that's how I look at it and try to see why these things are happening in some Krishna's plan sometimes. So we learn. So I was looking at what are the saintly qualities of a devotee, and I came across this one. I just want to read it with your permission. It's from the 11th canto, 11th chapter, 29 to 32 verses. It says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Krupalur Akrutadroha Titikshu Sarvadehinam Satyasaro Navadyatma Samas Sarvopakkarakaha Kameir Ahata Dhirdhanto Mrudu Suchir Akinchanaha Aniho Mitabhuk Shantaha Stiro Macharano Munihi Apramatto Ghaviratma Dhritiman Jita Sadgunaha Amani Manada Kalyo Maitra Karunika Kavihi Ajñāyaivam gunan doshan mayadishtan apiswakan dharman santyajaya sarvan mam bhajeta satu sattamaha. So in translation, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Uddhava, a saintly person is merciful and never injures others. Even if others are aggressive, he is tolerant and forgiving toward all living entities. His strength and meaning in life come from the truth itself. He is free from all envy and jealousy, and his mind is equal in material happiness and distress. Thus, he dedicates his time to work for the welfare of all others. His intelligence is never bewildered by material desires, and he has controlled his senses. His behavior is always pleasing, never harsh, and always exemplary, and is free from possessiveness. He never endeavors in ordinary worldly activities, and he strictly controls his eating. He therefore always remains peaceful and steady. A saintly person is thoughtful and accepts me, which is Krishna, as his only shelter. Such a person is very cautious in the execution of his duties and is never subject to superficial transformations because he is steady and noble even in a distressing situation. He has conquered over 6 material qualities, namely hunger, thirst, lamentation, illusion, old age, and death. He is free from all desire for prestige and offers honor to everyone, others. He is expert in reviving the Krishna consciousness of others and therefore never cheats anyone. Rather, he is a well-wishing friend to all, being most merciful. Such a saintly person must be considered the most learned of men. He perfectly understands that the ordinary religious duties prescribed by me in various Vedic scriptures possess favorable qualities that purify the performer, and he knows that neglect of such duties constitute a discrepancy in one's life. Having taken complete shelter at my lotus feet, however, a saintly person ultimately renounces such ordinary religious duties and worships me alone. He is thus considered the best among all living entities. So it's very rare we find a living example. When you're reading this, most of the times it says, not for this age. Or very rare you actually come across. So having association with Maharaj and seeing him before I became a devotee, like you, everybody who come in contact with him, I see various of these qualities manifest in Maharaj. He's gone through all kinds of things what life can offer, and also like how he actually inspires others to take up Krishna consciousness, and how he challenges. As soon as we complete one project, the next project is already shaping up, right? Always stay hungry, right? Someone is suggesting that why you need to do all these things. You have one temple, that's good enough. But that's not. So now we're talking about third temple is coming up. With Radha Nila Madhav Mercy, we're trying the ISKCON Radha Krishna in the Vedic Culture Center Bellevue. Soon, we hope it will materialize. And then more centers we are talking about. So we are always on our toes. What is next? What is next? What is next? So that is how we probably will stay engaged. Otherwise, we will take a break. And then once you take a break, you know what happens. So Maharaj is very expert. I've seen him, how he personally used to actually do all the services from there. So many devotees today manifested. Today when you see this function, you can see that it's running a whole day long. And still the time is not sufficient. So he's inspiring more and more. And he's a very sincere disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And as people say, like he's very accessible, right? You don't need to take any permissions. You don't need a secretary. You want to see him, you can see him, right? I seen him like when similar functions happened, we all used to sit together and eat, right? And there is no borders and rooms where you have to have conversations. Even when we are going through the most troublesome, he was openly sharing what he's thinking, right? And sometimes we are conscious of should we share or not, but Maharaj is very open, right? So all these saintly qualities, here we have a person who actually exhibits and it actually demonstrates everything else. You can actually go and read this. I can send this verse later. You can see that you'll always see part of this Maharaj is already doing it. So that is the beauty, and thank you, Srila Prabhupada. We have a association with His Holiness Harivilas Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Damodar Prasad Prabhuji. Now we have Madhav Prabhuji and Ritika Mataji. Mataji has specially come from Brindavan all the way for Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. So thank you, Mataji.
Omen Nandasya, Yananjina Silatea, Rachunu Melitamena, Tasma Siduwe Namaha.
वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna Maharaj, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Vaishnavacharyas. Please accept my humble obeisances. Dear Guru Maharaj, you are truly Kripa Murti, embodying divine grace. Your insights into the hearts of both Vaishnavas and non-Vaishnavas is profound, and your blessings continually inspire new devotees. I vividly remember my first encounter with you in September of 2022 during the Sunday feast kirtan, as you sang various Vaishnava bhajans in Bengali. I could only join in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. At that time, I had been listening to this Vyasa bhajan of Radharani, and I wished that I could hear you sing it. Miraculously, the very next bhajan you began was Mithe Ras Se Bhariyo Re Radharani Lage, the exact one I had in my mind. From that week onward, I eagerly anticipated every Sunday feast, yearning to hear your melodious renditions. And Maharaj, like this line I have written, like this is no longer correct. Actually, the line is, today the Sunday feasts, though still beautiful, lack the glory they once held when graced by your soulful bhajans. But now the Sunday feasts are again back with you singing the Sunday feast like kirtans before the Aarti and after the Aarti. In 2024, as I prepared for Diksha and progressed through the disciple course, I learned of the importance of seeking your direct permission. On the day my wife conversed with you, we both experienced an extraordinary occurrence. The following morning, we realized we had shared the same dream of you visiting our home. When we shared this with you, your response was simple yet profound. Yes, you will be a part of this Krishna family. Your generosity knows no bounds. For our son Yogit's 4th birthday, you bestowed upon him the most wonderful gifts, sought toy idols of Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra. Now at the mere mention of Jagannath, he joyfully sings, Jagannath Swami Nayan Pathagami, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baldev, Jai Subhadra. This tune has become his favorite. It is through your blessings that he is able to live and receive his education in the sacred lands of Brindavan. Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Danvar Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada Pad, Panjang Pranam. Guru Maharaj, I have written, you have transferred our lives immeasurably, and I composed a poem in Hindi as an offering to you. I have included it below. We are included it below along with an English translation. So in Hindi, the title of the poem is Guruvar. एक पग रखने का साहस ना था मुझ में, आपने तो भक्ति का मार्ग दे दिया. मैं अज्ञानी इस जीवन के पथ को क्या जानूं, कृष्ण को पाने का आपने लक्ष्य दे दिया. I didn't have the courage to take even one step. You have shown me the path of devotion. अंधकार युक्त मेरे जीवन को आपकी कृपा दृष्टि ने वैष्णव परिवार दे दिया. मैं नमन कैसे करूं, आभार व्यक्त भी कैसे करूं. मैं सबसे पापी शिष्य आपके दिव्य प्रकाश कुंज में मैं खुद को अग्रसर कैसे करूं. जब करूं मैं यही विनती करूं, मुख मेरा हरि वंचित न हो. हरि नाम अमृत जो दिया गुरुवर आपने, उसका मान मुझसे कभी कम न हो. वैष्णव अपराधी मैं कभी ना बनूं, क्षमा याचना करता भी रहूं. न कोई अहम आए भक्ति का शक्ति का, न माया से छला मैं जाऊं. देना इतना आशीष गुरुवर, लक्ष्य आपका मैं हर पल निभाऊं. कृष्ण भक्ति करूं, कृष्ण गुण गाऊं. मैं आपके चरणों की धूली को माथे में लगा भव से पार जाऊं. English translation, title Guruvar. I didn't have the courage to take even one step. You have shown me the path of devotion. How do I, an ignorant person, know the path of his life, of this life? You have given me the goal of attaining Krishna. Your kind glance has given me the Vaishnav family to my life full of darkness. How do I pay obeisances? How do I express my gratitude? I, the most sinful disciple, how do I lead myself in your divine light? Whenever I pray that my tongue should not be deprived of Harinam. The nectar of Harinam that you have given me, Gurudev, may its value never diminish. May I never become a Vaishno Apradhi. May I keep blessing for forgiveness. May I not have an ego of devotion of power. May I not be deceived by Maya. Give me this much blessings, Gurudev. May I fulfill your goal every moment. May I do Krishna Bhakti. May I sing Krishna's praises. May I apply the dust of your lotus feet on my forehead and cross this material ocean. With eternal gratitude and devotion, your most fallen and humble servants, Ritika Devi Dasi and Madhav Das and Yogit Das. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Madhav Prabhuji, Ritika Mataji, and Yogit Prabhu. So next we have is now Kishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj, please accept my obeisances and my obeisances to all the assembled devotees. I was reflecting, Maharaj, today. The first time I met you was February 12th, 2005. We're 20 years now. You'd come to my home for welcoming the deities. I'd heard a lot about you. I landed first time in Seattle, January 18th, which was a very auspicious day, which we'll be celebrating soon, Rasavati Mataji's birthday. And then I'd not seen you because I was just getting used to the country and all, but I just, every day I'd heard from you from the apartments we were in Bellevue, because we were all devotees over there. I was like, who's this person? You know, why is everyone such a big fan of him? Are they like groupies? Are they just, just showing off, their attachment to this person? And then, is it just a currency to become part of a group to show attachment to Harivilas Prabhu at that time? And then you entered home and I was like, oh, he looks like an Indian man. This is not the man they were talking about. I was told he's an American man who's going to come to my house. But then you came, you did the puja, we served you prasad, everything. And then I've been reflecting that it's 20 years of your impact on my life. Every moment I think about you, my parents think about you. They always ask me about you. And ever since I started, I think from 2016 to now, I was kind of moving between two countries, and I was seeking your guidance. Almost every 2 weeks, I would call you regarding my preaching efforts and my work and everything, and I just received so much. Times when I was stressed, extremely stressed, when I would call him, all he would do is read the Bhagavad Gita with me, right? And that's where a lot of insights would come in. Some stories I'd like to share, which would I don't have all the verses and things like that, but I just thought I'd share some stories here with all of you to see how broad-minded his preaching is and how open-minded he is and how kind he is in his approach to devotees. One devotee was sharing with me, they've moved out of Seattle now, but she had a friend who had she had a lot of postpartum issues, and she was somewhere on the East Coast. So this devotee, Mataji, she went from Seattle and stayed with her friend for a month to help her recover from those postpartum issues. But it was just taking so long, so then she had this friend move back with her to Seattle so that she could continue with her job and take care of this lady. And I don't even know if you remember this. And it so happened that it took like 3 more months. So then the lady who just delivered the baby, her husband also started coming and living with them in Seattle. And then whatever chemistry stopped working after some time because there was too much stress. And they had a fallout, the two families, the one that was serving and the one that was being served, they had a fallout. And then finally, after this lady was healed, she flew back. But this devotee was feeling very bad. Oh, they came to my house, I lost my patience, I got so irritated, I got angry. I should have been more tolerant, I should have been more patient, and I don't know what to do. And she kept asking me. I said, I'm not like, the right person to ask. I don't have those qualities. Why don't you talk to Maharaj? And then she went to Maharaj, and I was expecting a lecture on Trinadapi Sunichena Tarori Vasahishnuna, on tolerance, on humility, on patience, on an example of Kunti Devi, on an example of Draupadi, and all of those different things. And what Maharaj said to her was, how long until you lost your patience with this family? She said, I was fine till my friend was there, but when her husband came, I kind of lost it. So Maharaj asked her, how many weeks was it? She said, Maharaj, I think 3 weeks, and then I lost my patience. So Maharaj goes, there you go. You know your threshold. Don't have people for 3 weeks. Have them only for 2 weeks. And she was like, no, tell me something about, spiritual consciousness. Tell me about this. Tell me about that. It's like, why are you distracting yourself? Take care of your family. Do your things. You help them enough. You know your threshold. Don't do beyond that. Right? So this is Harivilas Maharaj. And another thing is, I've heard so much, like in my travels, I'd mentioned it last time, I think 4 years ago when I was here. I traveled extensively in Europe in different cities doing programs at some point before COVID. Wherever I went, I was of course talking about Maharaj, right? Because we've learned everything from him. And then everyone was like, you know Harivilas? Oh, I thought he was in Berkeley. Is it the same Harivilas from France? Yes, Prabhu, yes, Prabhu. And yes, Mataji. And how many stories I've heard of, and these are not like, these are Prabhupada disciples or, disciples of second generation, disciples of Prabhupada. They're not very famous or, very popular devotees that we hear about. But so many lives across Europe have been touched by Harivilas Maharaj. I was in London and I was doing like 4 days of programs at the Bhaktivedanta Manor. So I had some devotees come to pick me up, and then they said, where are you from? And I said, I'm from Bombay and Seattle. And they go, you're from Seattle? I've heard Harivilas is there. And I said, yes. He's everything, we've learned everything from him. And he's like, I was a drug addict. I was just, on the streets of Paris, and he picked me up. He brought me to the temple, washed me up, shaved me up, gave me prasad and helped me get off drugs and helped me straighten up. And I'm still in bhakti, and I want you to know that. I want him to know that. And so it's not just me or us who can't stop talking about Harivilas Maharaj. It's even people whose lives he's impacted 40 years ago. And whenever Seattle devotees are in Bombay and they're visiting GEV or they're visiting Seattle, and I'm talking about something like 10 years ago. So one devotee gave me feedback. He said, whenever there are Seattle devotees, all they can talk about is Harivilas Prabhu. Non-stop. You just keep talking about him, about his projects, about the festivals, about he engages all of you. I want to meet Harivilas Maharaj, but Prabhu, why doesn't he come and preach here? And like so many devotees told that to all of us, Seattle devotees, that we've learned so much. When the temple was, many of you are there when the temple was a hut. I didn't come here when it was a hut. It was a little house when I came in, and we didn't have heating in the welcome area that time. We had like double door system. It was like a mud room, but there was no heating, and you'd stand there and do our welcome service. And from there, then we moved to, this was torn down, and then we moved to Redmond, where now you have the LV temple and Sai Baba temple in the same complex. So when we were over there, I remember in the temple hall, we were sitting, and here we're trying to do fundraising, $4 million, and we have a thermometer that wasn't rising up. It was going down, and we did there's no, how are we going to finish this construction and what's going to happen? And Maharaj announces, we're going to do the biggest festival in the history of the Northwest. Okay, how much is it going to cost? And then we go $80,000. No, Maharaj, this is not right. And everyone else, I was very new, I was just listening. But other people were like, no, it's not making sense. How can we spend money when we don't have any money to raise for the temple? Not getting funds and nothing is happening. And Maharaj is like, I know what I'm doing. We will start getting the funds once we do the festival. So listen to me. There was one devotee who disagreed so badly, he actually fought in public. And Maharaj said, you disagree? That's fine with me. Don't interfere in what I'm doing. Right? And he never had a grudge against those devotees. And some of those devotees, once they felt, one of them felt really sick. after that, Maharaj personally took care of that devotee and helped him actually come back and get back his life. It was so extreme. And that festival, we did it at under Maharaj's guidance. There was another paper he had written at that time. I don't know how much time I have. I can just go on and on and on. So 2 more minutes. I'll just finish this story then. Okay. So Maharaj had written a paper on preaching through religion versus preaching through culture. And it was just a 1.5-page document. And if we have that resource, then it'll be nice to all of us to read it again. So the whole festival was based on preaching through culture. And an entire Brindavan village was created. Massive, extremely beautiful, never seen before. It was done by Ekta Mataji, Sanjay Prabhu and team under Maharaj's guidance. And that Mary Moore Park festival, people still remember it. And that got the temple on the map in Seattle. That got the Vedic Cultural Center, that got ISKCON as one of the institutions that can pull off something so big. And at that time, we used to do tours of the temple under construction, this one. That increased the number of tours that people were taking to see under construction. That increased the number of funds we started getting after that festival. And I'll just complete this festival thing. So there, another interesting thing Maharaj did is, and now of course it seems like a common thing, he didn't call it ISKCON Seattle. He called it the Vedic Cultural Center. And there was such boldness in doing that, with such a grand vision, that a lot of other people, in ISKCON couldn't understand because it was very revolutionary. And there was a lot of protest, a lot of questions and things like that. And I got fired also one time because I was like, Maharaj, all the temples keep writing in ISKCON news and Dandavats. We should also write news about Kumbh Mela and all these different things that we're doing. And then he gave us permission. So then I wrote one article. And then after that, temple got popular, we started getting more backlash. He's like, see, I told you, you should keep a low profile. Stop writing these articles. And then so many other temples started naming themselves as Vedic Cultural Center. He's been the trendsetter for that. And there was one temple that was like, no, this is wrong. We should not preach like this. We should do like this and all. 8 years later, 10 years later, after all that fallout and everything, they don't contact him. They contact a devotee who was one of the organizers of the festival to learn how to organize festivals of this scale so that they could repeat that and get the same footfall in the temple. So just ending here, and I'd like to share 2 verses, and I'm going 1 more minute extra, so I'll take that liberty. Can't stop me when I'm on stage. Yes, I'll pay it. It's 11th canto, 15th verse, 15th chapter, 26th and 27th verse, because we've heard stories, especially in that Kumbh Mela, where it was scheduled to rain for 3 days, it did not. And after we had packed up, after we had loaded the trucks, and after all the devotees had reached home, it rained like it had never rained before. So bad. The festival was still, and I would like you all to read these verses at your own time. But here Krishna talks about the mystic siddhis in this chapter. And whenever I read these verses, I think about Harivilas Maharaj. Text 26, a yogi who has faith in me, absorbing his mind in me, and knowing that my purpose is always fulfilled, will always achieve his purpose by the very means he has determined to follow. So when person, devotee of Maharaj's stature, who's so surrendered to Krishna, and their mind is so absorbed in Krishna, whatever they do will be fulfilled, whatever they decide to do. And the next verse is, a person who perfectly meditates on me acquires by nature of being the supreme ruler and controller. His order, like mine, can never be frustrated by any means. So whatever Maharaj says, I have felt that it always comes true. All the guidance that I have personally received in my life, sometimes I'm not able to comprehend what he says and how it's making sense in my life, but then it always comes true. Anything he does for the temple always comes true. And we are so fortunate that we don't have to go to the examples of Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have a living example right in front of us, guiding us and inspiring us. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for being with us. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Now Kishori Mataji. Next we have is Krishna Murli Prabhuji.
वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj. Wish you very, very happy Krishna conscious of your recent Maharaj. We are so fortunate, my family and I are so blessed and fortunate to have your wonderful association for the last 12 plus years, Maharaj. Maharaj, you are a pure devotee, filled with so many ocean of auspicious qualities. And so many devotees have from morning tried to glorify you. In front of them, I'm not anyone, I'm nobody, I'm unqualified to glorify about your transcendental nature and qualities, Maharaj. But for my own purification and as an expression of gratitude, I would like to speak about two of your wonderful qualities, Maharaj. One is the unshakable faith that you had in Srila Prabhupada and Sri Radhakrishna. And then the other is your quality of giving. So those are the two qualities I would like to speak, Maharaj. One is this, talking about the faith. We've learned from you that in Padma Purana and Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that the essence and conclusion of all Shastras is to always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. Smartavyam satatam Vishnur vismartavyana jatusit. In this material world, filled with so many challenges, obstacles and dangers at every step, you are a living example of how to follow this essential principle to always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. In fact, when I was new to Krishna consciousness, when we would come and get your blessings, I very well remember your blessings of Krishnair Mati Rastu. That was the blessing you used to give. And the very first time I heard this, I did not understand what it meant. Because blessings means, usually people say, may you have a long life, may you have good children and this and that. And you gave the blessings of Krishnair Mati Rastu. And then now I realize that this goes back to how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed devotees whenever he used to travel. That Krishnair Mati Rastu. Always remember Krishna. You demonstrate by your exemplary character and practical example as to how to always take shelter of Guru and Krishna. You have emphasized many times that when challenges arise, we need to be determined, patient, and continue to serve Krishna by attentive chanting. Often, Maharaj, you say that when faced with difficult conditions, we need to increase our number of rounds of japa, and we need to increase our devotional service. Sometimes results may not come immediately, or may not come in a time we desire, and we may not understand Krishna's plans fully. But you instructed us, Maharaj, that we need to persist with our faith and efforts. Your faith, patience, and tireless efforts have manifested in two glorious temples, one being the Sri Radha Nilmadhav temple in which we are all seated, and then the Balaji temple in Bellevue. These magnificent temples stand as a testament to your vision, your dedication, and your unwavering faith and trust in Guru and Krishna. I remember, Maharaj, in 2019 or around the time when we were collecting funds, somebody made a comment that we've been collecting funds for Balaji temple since last 5 years. 2014 we started, and somebody commented that it's been 5 years why the temple has not opened. And when I shared that feedback with you, Maharaj, in such humility, Maharaj said that, Prabhuji, sometimes it takes decades and hundreds of years to build a temple. And all I'm asking is just few more years. Just less than 10 years. And true to your words, Maharaj, the temple has manifested in less than 10 years. All glories, all glories, all glories. One of the verses, Bhagavad Gita verses that Maharaj often quotes is Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Ma Manusmara Yuddhacha, where Krishna instructs Arjuna that you should always remember me in the form of Krishna and still engage in your fight. Of course, I didn't get a chance to witness Kurukshetra war and see how Arjuna followed this instruction of Krishna. But we are so fortunate, Maharaj, to see you as the Arjuna among us in remembering Krishna's instructions and being a warrior like Arjuna, being a warrior in Prabhupada's army and always remembering Krishna's instructions and engaging in tireless and fearless effort to spread Srila Prabhupada's mission. We are so fortunate for that, Maharaj. In one of your classes, Maharaj, among so many nectarian instructions, you said, never stop trying to be Krishna conscious. And this is something that is kind of went deep into my heart, Maharaj. He said, never stop trying to be Krishna conscious. Because being the fallen soul that I am, I bring with me my own conditionings and millions of lifetimes of vasanas and impressions and anarthas from millions of lifetimes. And it is a struggle to fight these and overcome these on a daily basis, Maharaj. But it is this instruction of yours that is to never stop trying to be Krishna consciousness has immensely helped me, Maharaj, on a daily basis. And I pray that I can continue to remember and follow this instruction at all times, Maharaj. As stated in the scriptures, a Uttama Adhikari is one who has unshakable faith in the Lord, who is fully surrendered to the Lord and is completely dependent on the Lord's mercy. And by associating with such a Uttama Adhikari, even persons with weak faith can increase their faith and come closer to Krishna. We are truly blessed and fortunate to have a Uttama Adhikari Acharya like Harivilas Maharaj among us in such close proximity and having his blessings. The second quality I would like to talk about, Maharaj, is your principle of giving. As we all know, Maharaj always says we should be givers, not takers. Maharaj often quotes this statement that we should be givers. Wherever we go, we should give. And Maharaj has shown this throughout his life. He's always giving. Anytime somebody comes to the temple, Maharaj is always emphasizing, let's give them something. In fact, one day I brought a visitor. They're coming for the first time, so I brought them to Maharaj. And then Maharaj immediately, he went to his room and then collected some picture and something and some prasadam, and he put it in a nice bag and said, please take this. So this principle of giving, Maharaj, is so inspiring, because you've given your unconditional love, you've given your care, you've given your support, you've so generously given your own time. As Madhav Chandra Prabhu said, you're always available day and night. You've given and shared your wisdom. You've given your blood, sweat, countless sacrifices amid so many struggles. And more than anything, Maharaj, you've given so much happiness. As we witness in this kirtan, ecstatic kirtan, like today and so many other days, where every day is a festival here, Maharaj. And you give so much happiness to us that we are eternally indebted to you for such gifts. And you inspired, and you've given hope and inspiration to hundreds and tens and hundreds of thousands of devotees. Though Maharaj, you've given so much of yourself to this movement, Maharaj, I've not seen you at any time take credit for these, because anytime we try to glorify Maharaj, Maharaj's immediate response is, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I've tried this so many times, in so many occasions. I try to glorify Maharaj, and Maharaj, this was great, and that was great, this is awesome. And then Maharaj's instant response, like there is not even a fraction of second thought. Maharaj's instant response is, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So this shows that, how humble you are, Maharaj, in always passing the credit and glories to your dear Guru Maharaj. So much to learn from you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Just one more minute, I'll finish here. Maharaj, our family has been extremely fortunate to have been a recipient of such love from you. My family, as you know, they are in India right now, my wife and daughter and son. They've received so much love, care, training and advice from you. Our daughter Samyukta, she relishes these memories of your weekend Bhagavatam classes and all those fantastic occasions in which you sat with the children of this community and told them so many Vedic stories. Maharaj had this big stack of Vedic stories, and he used to teach and guide the young children. And how you trained Samyukta in essential oils during various festivals. So she still remembers those and relishes those, Maharaj. My son Arjun has immensely benefited from your kirtans, which are filled with ecstatic love for Krishna. So as some of you know, Arjun is autistic and he's speech impaired, so he cannot talk. No words, sentences or conversations. But he remembers and hums Maharaj's tunes. It's like such an amazing thing, and specific tunes like Govinda Chalayavo, Gopal Chalayavo, and then the Jaya Radhe, Radhe, and so many other tunes. He just hums, and it's not like, humming for like few seconds. He'll just go on humming for like a couple of minutes. We always wanted to share these recordings, but he brings these up so spontaneously, we are caught off guard. So we're not able to share this, Maharaj. To conclude, Maharaj, your life is a shining example of faith, pure love, and selfless giving. On this special day, I pray at your lotus feet for the strength to follow your teachings and instructions, and for your continued blessings in the journey of Krishna consciousness. We also pray to Shri Radha Nilmadhav and Lord Narsimhadev to bestow you with very good health and a very long life, so that we can continue to grow in Krishna consciousness under your guidance and be tiny instruments in our little capacity to serve you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Krishna Murli Prabhuji. Next we have is Pradyumna Prabhuji and Mandakini Mataji and family. After that we have Vidyanath Prabhu and Janki Prem Mataji, and then Anu Radha Sakhi Mataji.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, very happy Krishna conscious birthday to you. We are so happy and fortunate that you have helped us, not only us but our kids, our parents. In some cases I can see that you have helped the whole 4 generations steering to the Krishna consciousness and guiding them towards the goal of Krishna consciousness. And your helping is not constrained to only our community or something, but you have a higher goal of helping the whole Washington state. Like you want to have a higher goal of achieving that goal, that spreading the Krishna consciousness throughout the Washington state and make all Washington state as a Krishna consciousness by establishing temples in all directions, having more and more temples, making more and more devotees by doing all those activities, festivals, Sankirtan, having large number of people or devotees in the Sankirtan, so that you can spread this movement as more as possible throughout the state. So yeah, this is remarkable. I still remember, Maharaj, the day you got discharged from the hospital after your recovery, the illness. You are not in position of even talking properly, so weak and all those things. And I was just asking one day, Maharaj, we would like to see you again in the same Vyasasana, preaching and giving lectures and classes, and also bhajans and kirtans you used to do all for your Sunday feast. And you said, yes, we'll pray Krishna and this thing will happen. So I still remember that day, and now I can see the tremendous change you have and the strong desire to give back to community, give back to your Guru Maharaj and helping others. And I can imagine that, like from first of them, like you continuously like chanted and give class for almost more than 12 hours. So it's remarkable. It's not common, very common for anybody, I think, from when I see. So I just conclude with one single line, that if you have to just put it on one single line. So if one line, if I had to describe you, you are the captain of our boat sailing through this vast material ocean towards the destination of spirituality and Krishna consciousness and go back to Godhead. So thank you so much, Maharaj, for all the help you have done. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. So you are like your Guru Maharaj. You have, because you are a pure devotee, you have unlimited qualities. So we do not know where to stand and when to end. It's just impossible to list all your qualities. So one thing I wanted to just share that I really like is in your classes how you give us examples of so-called materialistic success, and how we should look at those examples and how we should not get distracted, and you help us get the right perspective of what the real success is and what the real goal of life is. And so that when we are in the real world, because we have to live in this world and face different challenges, you give us all the tools and perspective to handle the situations, so we don't get distracted from our spiritual path. So that's just one small little example of how what you keep giving, every moment you keep giving us. It's just up to us how much we take. So other things we just can never, I just can never wrap around my head is like how in each and every small aspect you have shown by example how the devotee should be, what the devotee should be doing, how he should be doing, and what are the different activities we should be doing. Like just as I said before, the list is unlimited. So Sankirtan, Prasadam, cooking, just giving. Every step you just give. And yeah, there is so much to learn. Just whole life is not actually enough to learn from you. And thank you so much for everything you have given us. And please bless us on this auspicious day so that we develop that quality and ability to be able to follow your instructions all our life. And I pray to Shri Radha Nila Madhav to bless you a long, healthy life so that you keep guiding us. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Great. Thank you very much, Mataji and Prabhuji. Vidyanath Prabhu, Janki Priya Mataji.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरं मन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Happy Krishna Conscious 79th birthday. Please accept my humble obeisance. Today I would like to cover more on what Guru Mercy is. Without Guru Mercy, what will happen? What would have happened to me personally? It is with great humility and gratitude that I offer my respectable obeisances unto your lotus feet, Maharaj. Thank you for accepting me as a devotee, even though I am an unworthy servant under your shelter. Through your constant blessings and teachings, I am slowly learning how to become a humble devotee on the path of devotion and learning invaluable lessons of humility and service. Although I was born in India, the land of Dharma, I did not understand the immense power of Krishna consciousness and the beauty of devotional service. It is only by your mercy that after coming to Seattle and meeting you at the Samamish temple, my life got changed. You connected me to Krishna consciousness, and for that I am eternally grateful. I often reflect on how fortunate I am to have met you. Without your guidance, I would have been lost in materialistic pursuit, missing the priceless opportunity to serve Sri Sri Radha Krishna and their devotees. Who knows how many millions of lifetime I would have waited to realize this. In Bhagavad Gita 7:19 says, after many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrender unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is, such a great soul is very rare. Maharaj, without your blessings, probably I would have not able to realize that. Meeting you and attending your Sunday classes followed by Prasadam was the beginning of this transformation for me and my family. By your mercy, I have received a second life, one that prioritizes spiritual growth over material pursuit. In Bhagavad Gita 4:34 explains, just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from your submissive and render service unto you. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because that you have seen the truth. I often reflect and think how lost I would have been without this rare opportunity to serve Sri Sri Radha Krishna along with their devotees and your association. Therefore, I sincerely and with my bottom of my heart, thank you for giving this opportunity and accepting me as one of your fallen servant. Your visionary efforts to spread Krishna consciousness through cultural programs like Ananda Mela, Krishna Janmashtami and Holi festivals have given us many opportunity to engage in devotional service. These activities not only connected us with devotees but also allowed us to contribute in a small way to spreading Srila Prabhupada mission. Please continue to bless me and my family so that we may serve you, the devotees and the Supreme Lord in every life. I also want to thank you for entrusting me the great responsibility like serving the finance function for Krishna. This has allowed me to use my material skills in a spiritual capacity. For years I used this ability for worldly purposes, but now by your guidance, I was learning to integrate my daily routine and skills into Krishna service. This has helped me make every activity an offering to Krishna, supporting Prabhupada's mission. Just I want to talk about my finance interaction because Maharaj has done various miracles. Today I thought of sharing a couple of miracles which has happened with the finance function which I was very closely following. When I met Guru Maharaj in 2014, slowly I got connected in 2015. Maharaj told me I told him I do finance kind of a thing. Maharaj told me that, hey, why can't you do some service to the temple? I just took it. Actually, I was thinking this is also one of the non-profitable organization. How far they do, I was not knowing at that time. But when I took over at that time in 2015, temple, everybody talks about Samamish at that time. Samamish had around 800K loan. And at that time, we had a Balaji temple. We had taken a loan around 3.6 million. Close to 4.5 million loan was there, and it is very hard to maintain. In fact, I went for one of the meeting with the bank managers and bank representative at that time. Actually, bank representative had told us, hey, you guys having too much loan, why can't you sell Balaji temple? We are at a good price now. Some buyers are there, why can't you sell it so that you guys can come out of that? Then after coming there and when we discussed with Maharaj, Maharaj told, yeah, loan is there, yeah, let us repay. That's how we started. Within 2 years, 800K, Samamish temple has been paid, along with all the maintenance. Then finally, immediately we bought farm, that whatever Krishna's plan, Maharaj thinks, it is all turned into gold. We bought our Avan farm. Then from Avan farm also, we raised the money without any loan. That loan also paid. Afterwards, Balaji temple was the big hurdle. Everybody was saying that. I think Krishna Murli Prabhu was also saying, right? Why every time people are collecting money. But it's a Balaji temple compared to Samamish temple, it is 10 times. Maybe in 1 million we would have constructed at that time. But cost is gone up. Like 10 million is required for Balaji temple. Even, I can say that even in 2023 also, we were not in that good shape in terms of financial. I remember I myself and Maharaj, we went to bank for some purpose. I was coming back. I told Maharaj, see, all these days we are just paying small repayment. There is a balloon payment of 3.6 million need to be paid. 2.6 million has to be paid. Otherwise, interest rates are going around 10 to 11% because of the market inflation. Then Maharaj told me, yeah, let us work on, give me 2 months time, I will come back. Then I was really thinking we are preparing for renewing the loan, because I didn't have any plans how we can pay in one shot 2.6 million. Then finally, in 2 months, it's miracle. I can say it is a miracle. Because how we got that 2.6 million, it's not only through devotees, which we know. So many devotees I don't know also. I never seen. But Maharaj, what he has done, I really don't know. I asked Maharaj, how Maharaj you are able to get that? He given me one answer. I was chanting every day. That's what he told me. How we connected, we would devotee. You got the money, right? Yes, Maharaj. You also chant, that's it. You didn't tell anything. You chant, everything will be okay, don't worry. That's what I can say, Maharaj, that loan payment of 2.6 million in one shot. Then afterwards, close to 2.5 million is required to complete the Balaji temple. And even I was not knowing all the things how will happen. I don't know, everything was falling in place. Because of your causeless, I can say Krishna's constant connection, I can say that. These kind of miracles cannot happen in day-to-day life. Whenever you need money, Krishna was sending money to you, Maharaj. That's all I can say that. To maintain this kind of a big temples, the two temples, without any loan, with giving n number of prasadams, infrastructure, all these things cannot happen without miracle. I can say that it's a miracle. I can say that because of your causeless Krishna's mercy only it's happening, Maharaj. I don't know how all the things are happening. I always think that how without Maharaj, how this can happen. And this is what my experience, Maharaj, from my finance experience. Maybe a lot of would have been a lot of experiences. But this is according to me, for me it's a miracle, Maharaj. That's all I can say, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Very happy Krishna conscious 79th birthday. Many, many more birthdays. We pray Krishna to give you so that you can guide us and our whole community. I feel I'm very, very negligible when I hear to all these great devotees, but this is my humble request to share what I have learned. It is with great reverence and gratitude that I offer my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. By your divine grace, you have made all of us truly fortunate souls by establishing this wonderful congregation of devotees, thereby giving us the priceless opportunity to engage in Krishna consciousness. Your compassion has brought us closer to divine darshan of Sri Radha Neelamadav every day, for which we are eternally indebted. Maharaj, you have inspired each one of us in unique and meaningful ways. Although my family's participation may appear negligible, we have learned so much from you, and our lives has been transforming so much better through your guidance. With sincerity and humility, I wish to share how your teaching have inspired us to live better on the path of Krishna conscious. Maharaj, you always remind us that early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. By following these instructions, we have developed the habit of waking up early, and by that getting an uninterrupted time for chanting the holy names. The peace and joy derived from this sacred practice are unparalleled, Maharaj. The joy we get when we do japa early in the morning, where nobody disturbs us, we are not getting hold on any other work. We cannot explain unless you experience that. And as Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 6.16 and 17, there is no possibility of becoming a yogi if one eats too much or too little food, sleep too much or does not sleep enough. He who is regulated in these habits of eating, sleeping, working, and recreation can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. Your guidance aligns perfectly with this teaching, showing us the importance of regulated life, which is needed for the spiritual advancement. And the second thing which always strikes me is hearing Bhagavatam. Without your classes, I really don't know how I would have connected to Bhagavatam classes. The time we spent hearing your Bhagavatam classes has been transformating. Starting the day with Krishna Katha fills our hearts with satisfaction and gives us strength also to run the whole day. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.17, Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the super soul in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desires for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who relishes his message, which are in themselves virtuous and then properly heard and chanted. And hearing your classes not only deepens our understanding of Krishna glorifications, but also equips us to face the day with greater peace and resolve. And through your exemplary conduct and teaching, Guru Maharaj, you have always shown us the path of devotion and service. We pray to remain under your shelter and to serve you and the congregation sincerely. Your Janaki Priya Devi Dasi. Maharaj, Vaishnavi is not at all well, and she has sent her little offerings through me to read to you. With your permission, I would like to read it, Maharaj. Dear Guru Maharaj, it is with great humility and gratitude I offer my respectful obeisances to your lotus feet. Through your exemplary conduct and teaching, you inspire us to accept every situation as Krishna's mercy. You guide us to learn and grow, always reminding us that Krishna does what is best for our spiritual progress. Your life and actions reflect the profound wisdom of Bhagavad Gita 18.58, where Lord Krishna assures his devotee, if you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of the conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through your false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. You have always shown us by your example how to surrender to Krishna's will and accept his divine arrangements with faith and humility. Your conduct reminds us of the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.8. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offerings. You respectful obeisances with his heart, words and body is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. Your guidance transfer our perspective, teachings us to see Krishna's hand in every circumstances and to grow in our devotion and reliance on him. Thank you for leading us by your actions and words and for showing us how to navigate this material world while keeping Krishna at the center of our lives. Your aspiring servant Vaishnavi Vidyasagar.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Mataji, Prabhuji, and Bhaktin Vaishnavi. Now we have Anuradha Sakhi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण महाराज। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते हरिविलास महाराज इति नामिने। Maharaj, wishing you a very, very happy 79th birthday. Maharaj, you have so many wonderful qualities, but I will like to elaborate on 3 of your prominent qualities today. You have very, very strong faith in holy names of and Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In early 2008, you narrated a story of Valmiki Muni and Narad Muni. So in that story you mentioned that Lord Rama's name is so powerful, if it can transform Valakori to Valmiki Muni, then any one of us can be transformed if we chant the holy name sincerely. And that really touched my heart, and I was in a very, very beginning level of my Krishna consciousness. So I decided to take the chanting of the holy names very sincerely after listening to that story. So Maharaj, my life is transformed and my family is transformed by the pure words emanating from your lotus mouth. All of our lives would have been so different without your presence and this amazing congregation here. Maharaj, second quality that I will like to elaborate is cleanliness. You always like to see this temple very, very clean. Long time back, we had a small note in the back altar that was saying that please keep this place clean. This is your home. And you personally signed that. And that also really touched my heart, that you always like to see the, everything clean. And you are always trying to teach us so many things by your own example. I have seen you personally cleaning this temple in so many ways. Maharaj, you have truly given us home away from our own homes in India, and we are totally happy here under your shelter. I always mention this to my parents and family back in India, that we are very, very happy here under Harivilas Maharaj's shelter. Third quality that I will like to elaborate is empathy. Srila Prabhupada once said that Krishna consciousness is about feeling for the sufferings of humanity. And that consciousness is true wealth. And I feel Harivilas Maharaja's empathy for the people across Washington is really shown by these amazing projects, festivals, and temples that he builds to attract all these people to Krishna consciousness. Me and my family and all of us are eternally grateful for all the wonderful opportunities you have given us to serve Sri Sri Radha Madhav, to please you and please Srila Prabhupada. Today, on this auspicious occasion of your 79th birthday, me and my family are praying to Sri Sri Radha Madhav, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman, and Sri Sri Gauranitai and Srila Prabhupada to give you long life, so that you continue to shower your blessings upon all of us. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Next we have is Sukirti Krishna Prabhuji and Supriya Radha Mataji and family.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, I understand why eating meat is harmful, and I love playing kirtan for you. It is so fun playing kirtan. And you are the best. And I remember that you fed me my first solid food. I think it was kheer. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Happy Krishna conscious birthday to you. I just want to thank you so much for all the hard work you've done to make this temple such a beautiful place. You inspire all of us, and your dedication is really amazing. And it makes a temple such a special place for all of us. I also want to say thank you for letting me play the murdang and djembe during your kirtans. It's an honor, and I love being part of it. The prasadam made in the kitchen every day is so amazing, and I really appreciate the love and care that goes into it. Once again, wishing you a very happy Krishna conscious birthday.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhibhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. A very happy Krishna conscious 79th birthday. I know I'm under the gun in order to not to say a lot, but for the last, I would say about 20 years that we have been in Seattle, and we have come in association with you. Every year has been a very learning experience, and as we reflect back, we see that we have really grown over the years. So I will share a couple of instances, which come into my mind as to how that particular growth and my journey in spirituality has been, and which has been so influential because of your presence and because of your lotus feet. So I remember, so I play mridanga, and you have given me an opportunity to play mridanga in the kirtans and all that you do. As a kid, I learned tabla for about 4 years, which was like from grade 4 through grade 8 back in India. And after 8, I had to drop off, or rather my parents stopped it because there is a lot of pressure on matriculation. They say, hey, your studies are more important. You're not going to earn anything by playing tabla, so stop it. So that's when I stopped it. Fast forward about 20 years, about 17 years, when I came to the US. So I have never played tabla since then. And I come here to this congregation, to this temple, the fabulous place that you have actually built. And I see there's a lot of kirtanyas and mridanga players over here. And I was like, whoa, this is something that I can really do. But there were very good mridanga players already here. So I didn't have that courage to step up and say, okay, hey, I can also play mridanga, because my training was primarily on tabla. But then you started the kirtan. I think it was a few years that I was into this temple and all. And then you started the kirtan, and then there was no one around. And that's when I picked up the drum. And then I started play some of the tabla bowls on the mridanga. These are two different instruments. Bowls are a little bit different, but at least follows the same rhythm and the pattern and all. And that clicked, And then as time passed by, you trained me. You said, you always pull me in and said, hey, come on, are you playing or not? I remember very vividly, every Sunday, 6 p.m., Maharaj will give me a call. Prabhu, where are you? Are you coming to the temple? We are going to start the kirtan. And I drop everything. I said, Prabhuji, wow, Maharaj, I'm just 5 minutes away from the temple. I'm just coming. Only to show up like about 20 minutes late. And Maharaj gives that look to me, which is I consider as blessing, because it trains us. And then, we continue with the kirtan and all. And I very vividly remember in one of the Rath Yatras, I think it was in 2019, when we had purchased the blue drum. This is that blue dhol, which is about 25 pounds. And carrying it and then playing is a huge ordeal. Forget about like sitting and playing as well. But in Rath Yatra, Maharaj basically for the 1 mile or 1.5 miles that the Ratha is driven by, Maharaj carried it on his shoulder. It was a warm and humid day. And, he continued playing as if, it was pretty easy, but it was a 25-pound drum and which you have to consistently hit. Because when the vocalists sing, when the lead kirtanya sing, they sing it for one part and then the other part they can rest because there is the followers who are actually doing. But for a mridanga player and for a dhol player, they have to continuously play. They cannot stop, There's nobody following them and all. But Maharaj did that, and by the time the Ratha actually reached the crossroads park, Crossroad Park, I saw that Maharaj's hand was actually bleeding. There was blood everywhere. And how I noticed that? Because the white part of the drum, the white face of the drum was all red. And I said, how did this become red? Only to realize Maharaj's hand was completely blood. But he was not stopping there. He was continually like playing there. And I said, oh my God. And Maharaj was in his 70s when that happened. And that goes on to show Maharaj, like when Maharaj is in that zone, in that ecstasy, when he's completely surrendered to Krishna, no bodily pain, no bodily effect, and anything actually affects him. And that was just eye-opening to me. I always remember that as I play my drum. As Maharaj keeps on pushing me, go harder, go harder. Me and Ganpati get those blessings a lot, But that has so changed my life, because every time I think that Maharaj pushes us to do the best. Whenever you are serving to Krishna, give your best. The quality has to be the best. Because when the karmis outside and the materialists, when they see us, they should get the best form of us, and best form of Krishna consciousness represented to them, so that they are inspired. And that's kind of one of the things that continue. And then again, thanks Maharaj for not only teaching and pushing me, but also teaching my son. So you have like 2 generations that you are teaching now. So thank you very much for that. I can go on, but I know we are under the gun for that. So I'll pass it on to Supriya Radha to share her. And again, happy Krishna conscious birthday, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Happy Krishna conscious Vyasa Puja. I would like to take this opportunity to share a couple of my experiences through my dance service for VCC. So I am extremely humbled, and I feel very fortunate that you choose us, myself, and us Matajis to present VCC through different dances around the city, through different festivals which VCC conducts. Last 2023 is when we were doing a Mahanagar Sankirtan right after our dance. Like when we started dancing, there was one family who had come from some part of some different part of United States, and they have traveled here to visit. And they just saw us, and they're feeling so happy. So they sat there, and throughout the event, they stood there, they stayed there. They had this little girl. She was so mesmerized seeing us. She also started joining us. She just joined us and started dancing. And their family didn't go anywhere. And later on, that Afghan family, they were, we are doing Hare Krishna Kirtan and all different songs which takes Harinam. And so they called me and they said, we were planning to visit around Seattle, but when we came here, we found it so beautiful, we didn't want to go anywhere. And the whole day ended. Will you repeat the same thing next Saturday as well? And I said, no, next year we will be repeating. So they loved our Mahanagar Sankirtan so much. And the same Sankirtan also, there was this foreign exchange students. They had arrived from France along with their professor, and they also experienced Mahanagar Sankirtan, and they loved it so much. They took pictures with me, and they said, we are going to share this with whomever we will meet in France. And this is one experience. And another last, 2024 Base Fest, I think I have shared with Damodar Prabhu also. One Asian family, older couple, they came and they couldn't speak English. The old lady, she couldn't speak English. So she came to me and she said, she showed me her phone and it translated something. She was saying something, it would translate, and it would translate into English. And it said, you are so beautiful, I really loved the dance. And she hugged me, she took pictures. And then after a few minutes, 10-15 minutes, again she came with an Anand Mela flyer. And again she said something and it translated. And she was taking help from her husband to get it translated through the phone. That said, will you be doing the same dance again in Anand Mela so that we'll come back to see you? I don't know what part of the world they are from, but they were definitely Asian couples who couldn't speak English. But all through this experience, I was thinking about you, Maharaj. How you saw this Matajis can do something more than what they have been doing on a regular basis. They can also take Harinam to a different level. and they can give Krishna conscious feelings to outside people in a different way. And it did definitely happen. And we cannot thank you enough, Guru Maharaj. We cannot thank you enough. And we wish you, we pray to Sir Lord Shri Radhanila Madhava to have your association with us as long as possible. As long as possible, Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji and Prabhuji. Next we have is Sadhuchari Prabhuji and Ragini Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guru Ranj. Happy Krishna Consciousness birthday, Maharaj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, when I first read Srila Prabhupada's book years ago, I accepted his teachings, but I continued doing things in my own way. I never imagined that I would one day become part of ISKCON. Seeing his disciples was beyond my dreams. But by Krishna's and his devotees' mercy, I eventually became part of ISKCON. And by your mercy, you accepted me as your disciple. That was truly a miracle for me. And I have asked you many questions in your classes, and you cleared all my doubts like a blazing fire. Whenever I speak to you, I feel like I am talking to a close friend, just as I feel with my father. At first, I was unsure if it was appropriate to see one's guru as a friend. But recently I came across Bhakti Vinod Thakur's commentary on Rupa Goswami's Manasiksha, in which he says one should not only respect Guru as a saint using rational intelligence, but one should also deal with one's Guru as a well-wishing friend. That brought me great relief. However, because of this friendly affection, I sometimes forget to offer my obeisances. Please forgive me if I have offended you in any way. You always thank me for the services I do, but I feel like I haven't thanked you even half as much. Your words often stay with me. In one of your classes, you said, the potential of a human being is only realized when one becomes a devotee. As one progresses in devotion service, one naturally eats less, sleeps less, and is capable of doing more. This happens naturally, not artificially, and grows with faith in Krishna. The more faith you have in Krishna, the more you will be able to do. The less faith, the less you will be able to do. Everything depends on faith. Whenever I feel low, I remember your and Srila Prabhupada's dedication in propagating Mahaprabhu's Sankirtana movement. And I am deeply grateful to you for giving me the opportunity to serve and help spread Krishna consciousness. I am trying to do my best, I think. Again, happy birthday, Guru Maharaj. Thank you for your guidance, teaching, and the opportunity to serve under your shelter. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I wish you a very happy 79th birthday. 2 years ago, when I started coming to the temple, I had zero knowledge about ISKCON. But slowly, when I started attending your lectures, I realized how deep Krishna consciousness is. I just want to share an instance in which Maharaj has inspired me. On the New Year day in 2023, Maharaj was not in his good health, but still Maharaj sat for hours in the Vyasa sun, empowering everyone to chant as many rounds as possible. I got inspired by Maharaj's instructions and took a New Year resolution for the first time in my life. I started chanting 16 rounds from that day onwards. I never thought earlier that I would have the good fortune of getting initiated by you. Maharaj gave us Harinam initiation 6 months ago. You have built such a wonderful devotee community, and we are so fortunate to be part of it. It is the greatest blessing for us in this community to get Maharaj's personal association. Maharaj, please forgive me if I have committed any offense knowingly or unknowingly. Please shower your mercy on us so that we can progress further on the spiritual journey. On this auspicious occasion of Vyasa Puja, I offer my humble prayers at the lotus feet of the Lordships to bless Maharaj with good health and long life so that he can uplift many more people like me from the pit of darkness. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Next we have is Adidev Prabhu and Sita Priti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Happy Vyasa Puja Maharaj. And please forgive for our offenses that we are knowingly or unknowingly committing. And we are very, very thankful for you to giving classes every day, morning and evening. As you had mentioned, this is our daily inoculation, and we are experiencing that. And we are very thankful that you are taking so much time every day to teach us. Thank you, Maharaj. And as other devotees have shared about the faith, I would like to share one example about the faith that you have in Prabhupada and his words, and in Krishna. When COVID had started in 2020, all the businesses were shutting off and work from home. But our food truck was going once a week at that time. Then you gave the instruction to increase the frequency. And then we have increased the frequency to 5 days a week. And at that time, I did not know what is the right thing to do, because everyone is shutting off because it's COVID, unknown to everyone. Like, they don't know what is happening. But I know one thing, and all the volunteers know one thing, that what Maharaj is saying is correct. And we all has followed. And we have practically seen that your faith in Prabhupada and his words is so deep, regardless that situation is very critical at that time when things are unknown. And it was life-threatening and suffering was across the globe. Still your faith was so firm. It was not just about money risk, it about the life. But your faith was so strong at that time. We have seen so many examples, but this is one of the examples I just wanted to share, that personally I have experienced that. And this takes our faith more deeper in Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, a very happy Krishna conscious birthday to you. So much to say, but I don't have so many words. I think I'm not eligible. I don't know how to say. I will try to wrap up in few lines. Maharaj, we are here since 2007. Every year, when I was not working, every summer, every winter, means I tell to my friends, my family, that there was never a time when I did not, I had no activity to do with volunteer, like I was helping in Ganga project that Sanjay Prabhu started. Sometimes I was working with other projects. So all these activities, what we are doing, just because, you are here, you guide us, you empowered us, you enlightened us. I was not able to serve my father. I got married, then we moved here. So whenever I get the opportunity to serve you, I feel so blessed that at least I am able to serve you. You are our father. You are our Jagat Guru. Maharaj, we just pray to Shri Radha Neelam Madhav to give you long life, long healthy life, so that we always are under your shelter, your guidance. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Next we have Janani Mataji and Bhakta Arjun.
Dandavat Pranam Maharaj, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Vancha kalpa turubhasya kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashrita Deshadarani. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauroktarinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. So, Maharaj, I just want to start by thanking you for exemplifying, and through your actions and by observing you for maybe the recent 2 years, I've sort of understood the difference between a true bona fide spiritual master and sort of an untruthful or dishonest guru that you have sort of said as an asad guru who is sort of adding his own interpretations, not being honest in his teachings, and not being truthful to the actual scriptures that have been provided by Srila Prabhupada. And 3 sort of things that I've noticed that are very similar to Srila Prabhupada is the fact that, Maharaj, you're always stating Prabhupada's words without adding your own interpretations. And just like Srila Prabhupada, you're always leading by your actions. And just as Prabhupada was very compassionate to his disciples, you were very compassionate not just to your disciples, but to, of course, all the devotees in the congregation and all the people who come to the temple. And to start off, during one of your lectures that you were giving, it was maybe around 1 month ago, and during that lecture you gave the example that we are always serving someone or something. Whether we're serving the kids, serving our own desires, serving other people. And if we don't have anyone to serve, then we go and buy a dog and we go serve the dog. And after the lecture, all the devotees, they left the temple hall, and I was the only person in the hall. I was just sitting there. And one of Prabhupada's books was sitting on the table next to all the computer equipment. So I just picked up that Prabhupada book. I was a bit curious. I just flipped it open to a random page. And the first sentence that I read was, we're always serving someone or something. And if we don't have anyone to serve, we go buy a dog and serve that. So right after reading that, I immediately understood that Maharaj, whatever instructions he's giving to us, he has the same instructions were given to him by Prabhupada, and he's simply restating Prabhupada's words without trying to add his own interpretations or add any sort of bogus knowledge that's not been referenced by the scriptures. And I remember one time for my birthday, Maharaj gifted me a book about Srila Prabhupada written by Guru Das. It was called By His Example, where there were a bunch of anecdotes about Srila Prabhupada, where Prabhupada would teach his disciples not just by giving instructions, but also by leading from the front and by sort of performing the actions in order to teach the disciples how to perform devotional service and become proper devotees. So just like how Prabhupada once told Maharaj that let the Sankirtan continue, Maharaj is always telling us that we must sort of perform the yoga dharma, which is chanting the Harinam, going out on Sankirtan, and preaching to the devotees about the glories of chanting the holy name, and preaching on the streets, of chanting the holy name when we go out on Sankirtan. And despite obviously Maharaj's health, Maharaj was always wanting to come on Sankirtan, and he was not able to come for a few times, but finally, this was back this September. It was a very sunny day that day when Maharaj came, and we were at the beach, and a lot of devotees had come, and Maharaj was leading the Sankirtan by standing right in front of us, and Maharaj had brought Radhika with him, and Maharaj was just calmly and courageously going out. There were a lot of people who were lying on the beach, and Maharaj was just going up to every single one of them and introducing them to Radhika, asking him to pet Radhika, and showing how wonderful cows are, because Maharaj, even though in his lectures he teaches us the importance of protecting cows and the importance of going on Sankirtan, is also showing us through his actions by actually being on Sankirtan and showing us how we should teach other people about taking care of cows. And a little bit later, Radhika was walking in the temple, and right in the middle, she started peeing on the floor. So we got a bit worried because the carpet was getting dirty. But Maharaj just calmly walked up, and as Radhika was peeing, Maharaj just put his hand under it like this. And then right after that, he just drank the pee, and then we were a bit startled, but Maharaj just calmly said, "Very good for you." So Maharaj, he doesn't just tell us that cows are wonderful. He also shows to us through his actions why we need to take care of the cows, why we have to protect them, just like how Prabhupada taught by his example. And the third quality about, like, Prabhupada is very compassionate, and Maharaj is obviously very compassionate to us as well. And Prabhupada was once asked by a news reporter, "Prabhupada, why do you travel in a Rolls Royce car?" And Prabhupada said Prabhupada said, "I don't have to travel in the Rolls Royce. I can walk as well. But if my disciples have so kindly offered it to me, then why shall I refuse? I'm doing a favor to them by accepting the Rolls Royce that they have given to me." So a lot of times that so many people try to serve Maharaj, and Maharaj obviously doesn't need, every single service, but Maharaj is always willing to accept it because he's doing a favor to us. So one time my dad was, this was back in 2023 summer, my dad used to go for serving Maharaj, and I used to come with my dad, but I wouldn't really do anything. I would just stand next to my dad and listen and watch my dad serve Maharaj. And one time my dad told me that if you want, you can ask Maharaj if you want to serve him. So I said, okay. And then I asked Maharaj, "Maharaj, is it okay if I do a little bit of service for you?" And obviously my dad was already serving Maharaj. He didn't need me to do anything because my dad was already taking care of it. But Maharaj said, "Yeah, sure, you can do a little bit gently as well." So then obviously Maharaj didn't need me to do that service for him, but he was very kind, merciful, and compassionate that he allowed me to just render a little bit of service to him. He gave me that opportunity. So I'm very grateful to Maharaj for that. And not only am I grateful to Maharaj for these three amazing qualities that exemplify him as like a bona fide spiritual master, but I'm also grateful to him for being a father figure for many of the devotees in this congregation, and for many of us youth like myself, like a grandfather-like figure, especially considering the fact that after my dad lost his father, it was not very easy. Right before, maybe a couple months before we visited my dad's grandfather for the last time, or my grandfather for the last time, I told my dad that, "Doesn't Maharaj remind you of Daddu?" And Daddu just means like grandfather, my dad's dad. And my dad said, "Yeah, he reminds me exactly," because both Maharaj and my grandfather, they were sort of very straightforward and sort of no nonsense, very direct in their teachings. So he reminded me exactly of my grandfather. So my dad agreed. And after my dad lost his father, it was very difficult. And I think without Maharaj, it would have been definitely a lot more difficult. So even though I don't have my grandfather, I'm thankful to Krishna that I have Maharaj right here, who is extremely kind and extremely compassionate. He's always there to help. And he doesn't just help through physically helping, but he helps so much through giving advice, especially when my parents had lost their jobs. They wanted to do something on the side to sort of, we wanted to sell like pizza and create sort of a pizza business. So my dad told us that I can ask Maharaj, what should we call our business? And then my dad said, but once I ask Maharaj, whatever Maharaj says, we're not going to change what we do after that. So we're like, okay. So my dad asked Maharaj, and Maharaj responded a little bit later. He said, okay, call your pizza business Deva's Delicious Pizza. So we thought that, wow, that's such a nice name that Maharaj gave, and we don't even need to change anything because it's just perfect for us. So just like that, Maharaj, he's always there. He's giving very good advice, very straightforward, very direct. And I really am grateful to Maharaj because he's very, whenever Maharaj sees any nonsense, then he's always calls it out directly. And at the time, it might seem that, Maharaj is being a little bit strict, but Maharaj is always wishing, it's because Maharaj cares about us and he wishes the best. He doesn't make it complicated for us. He keeps it simple, chanting, eating prasadam, doing the kirtan, coming to temple and listening to the classes. And just by that, slowly, we're able to make progress spiritually. And just like Prabhupada said, one time somebody asked Prabhupada, what if we die and we find out that Krishna is not real? Prabhupada said, well, at least you led a good life eating prasadam and doing kirtan. So just like this, Maharaj is always encouraging us to eat prasadam, nice prasadam that we're getting for free of cost, able to engage in very nice kirtan, able to take darshan of the deities at the temple, listen to Maharaj's lectures, and associate with all the devotees. So thank you. Very grateful to Radha Madhav Bhagwan for Maharaj's association and his guidance. And I hope that many more years of Maharaj's association and guidance are possible. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Guru Maharaj. Maharaj, I don't know much about Shastras, and I don't know how I'm qualified enough to sit here right in front of you, giving this offering to you. I think it's all possible because of the mercy of Srimati Radharani and Srila Prabhupada, who inspired me to approach you for initiation, and you kindly agreed to bestow your blessings on me and my husband. So, again, I don't have any qualifications to give this offering to you, but I'm feeling inspired. Just on a lighter note, Maharaj, like we used to go do food truck seva, and you were teaching us how to roast the chapatis. And whenever you are roasting the chapati, you would say Hare Krishna, and the chapati would puff up. So that's a wonderful memory for me because my kids also watched you doing it. My husband also watched you doing it. So one time, Devnathari Prabhu, he lost his car keys and he was looking everywhere and he couldn't find it. He started saying, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And we were also laughing so loudly. So, and then sometimes, something is not going quite right. Like one time pizza oven stopped working. Like we couldn't figure out what was going on. And then you're like, okay, what should we do? What should we do? And your health was not well that time. So, we got very stressed out. We had an order to deliver. And then suddenly I remembered your instruction then just say Hare Krishna and everything will be all right. So we just started saying Hare Krishna, and then suddenly we felt, some inspiration that maybe we should try this thing and this would make it work. And we tried this thing and that made it work. So I told my husband that, see, Maharaj's instructions are always with us. Whatever he says, if we follow that, we will never run into any problems. So that was so wonderful. And then I have so many wonderful memories of you, Maharaj. Like every time I think of you, I feel so happy and I feel so blissful and I feel so spiritualized. So lot of time, like initially when I came to Krishna consciousness, you would give instructions and I would not understand like why Maharaj is saying this, it doesn't make sense, with that all that material conditioning, those things would not make sense to me. Like your instruction was go out on Sankirtan. And I was like, why Maharaj wants us to go out on Sankirtan? Shouldn't we not be associating with devotees? So, those doubts, like usually, like initially, like I get these doubts, but I had the confidence on the back of my mind that because you are saying something, there is a reason behind it. And usually that reason shows up. So when I started going on, we started going for Sankirtan. We had a lot of wonderful interactions with so many people, different colors, they follow different religions. And we could see that Krishna is not only in our heart, Krishna is residing in even the heart of a drug addict. Krishna is residing on the heart of a person, who is collecting pennies so that he can purchase Bhagavad Gita. So, lot of amazing, wonderful experiences. You could not even, hold back your tears, and so many wonderful realization is all possible because of your encouragement that you told us to go out on Harinam Sankirtan. It's wonderful. It's another world. And sometimes I joke with my Prabhu that the way to Goloka is through Harinam Sankirtan. So thank you so much, Maharaj. And I would end by saying that it was very hard for us when you were sick. Personally, it was very, very hard for me. I would remember you a lot, and I would pray for your well-being, and I would pray for your continuous guidance, and I would pray to Srila Prabhupada that you would recover, and then you would again be back in the temple singing kirtans. So whenever I see you here singing kirtans, like today was a festive day, and I felt so blissful and so happy. So that's like a blessing, Maharaj, to have you here. Yeah, just want to end saying that your instruction always reside with us. If we are not able to follow it right now, we pray to Shri Shri Radhanita Madhav to bestow us with the strength and the courage so that, even if we, for some reason, we are struggling, we are deviating, we are committing mistakes, they give us the strength that we, fulfill the mission of Srila Prabhupada, and we stay on the course. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Vancha kalpatarubhesha kripa sindhubhesha patitanam pavanubhyo vaishnavyo namo namo. Maharaj, I wanted to definitely say a few things, but in the interest of time, since Arjun and Janani already took my time, I'm not going to. I didn't realize my own family is going to rob me of my time. So, just kidding. So, I'm just going to read. There were some priceless instructions given by Srila Prabhupada during the time of his departure. Now, there were some 20 to 22 instructions which have been summarized. Now, one instruction which resonates very well with what Maharaj says always is the last instruction was simply depend on Krishna. Now, Maharaj has always been through tough times, through difficult times, through happy times, Maharaj always says, always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. And simply depend on Krishna, always depend on Krishna, and just surrender yourself. So that particular teaching, that knowledge, that wisdom, Maharaj, which you have shared, and just like Arjun was saying, I was very close to my dad. So we see you as our father, the kids see you as their grandfather, and it will always be. that will never change, no matter what. So please bless us, Maharaj, that we continue to be humble, we continue to serve you, and we serve the deities, and we continue to get your association for many, 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 many years. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna Guru. So next we have is Shamokan Prabhu and Suji Mataji.
Just want to mention the schedule a little bit here. So Prabhuji and I think one more family will do, and after that Maharaj will do the Prabhupada Aarti. So that will energize all of us again. And particularly, I know you need some. Maharaj has been plowing through without resting. You know, how many of you have taken a break a little bit here and there, but you can see that Maharaj has been just, trying to, be, attentive to all the offerings here. So let's try to make this quick, and then we'll do the Aarti. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Prabhupada. Om Ajnana Timurandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. So Maharaj, I know you for almost 15 years now, since you started coming to the temple. I'm really feel blessed to have your association. Since then the congregation has grown significantly, and we now have 2 temples and so on. So we went through, during this 15 years, we went through a lot of great times, a lot of challenging times. During all those times, we went through, you always imparted or emphasized 3 things for us. Always follow the instructions of Prabhupada, right? And then never leave ISKCON and just stay in the board. Just be in this ISKCON, right? So because we may agree, we may not agree with someone, but we have to be in the movement. The third one is always depend on Krishna, because that's where, Dhyanath Hari Prabhu also was saying the same thing. So always depend on Krishna for everything. So this is something it has got ingrained into our hearts. We always remember these instructions. And more importantly, now that Seattle congregation or Seattle temple is one of the fastest, or probably the fastest growing congregation in the country. Right? So every day we see so many devotees, new devotees come to the temple, and we constantly keep growing. And that's primarily because you are an innovator, Maharaj. You innovate things. Every day you innovate new ideas, how to, preach to the masses. Not everyone is like that, right? So it's like, if you're running a startup, you think every day how to build a business. This is your startup. So you think of every day with new ideas, Anand Mela, Veg Festival, and now the festivals, I can't even remember the names. So many festivals we do throughout the year. And everyone is enthusiastically participating in all those events. And, the Vedic school initially was started small. Now we have 300 kids registered to it. Such an accomplishment. And now we ran out of classrooms. So now we're figuring out how do we, figure out how to set up classrooms for the kids. And maybe, because we're doing 1 day a week in Sammamish and 1 day a week in Bellevue. Next year, maybe we have to do 2 days, both weekend, Saturday and Sunday, in both places to accommodate the demand. So that's wonderful. And now we have 300 kids. We have about 600 parents come to the temple because of that, right? So it's a great draw for us, bringing the parents also to the and they attend the DYS classes and Bhagavad Gita classes, and eventually they become devotees. So it's amazing. And the same way, Synergy was your brainchild as well. we started at the temple, we ran into issues, but, we prevailed. Now we have a thriving school in Issaquah, thanks to Bharti Mataji and others, devotees, through your inspiration. We're having a good school coming up as well. So all of those, we were really fortunate because of you being an innovator, a risk taker, always take risk for Krishna and Prabhupada, right? So we're very thankful to that. So one of the moments I cherished the most is, when you were not well, you were going through challenges, and I would come to see you, and my only goal was to, cheer you up, because you would say, Prabhu, time moves very slowly when you get old. So you would say that, and obviously you were going through a lot of pain, and it was very hard to see you when you were suffering. But so I wanted to cheer you up, so I would always ask Maharaj, can you share some funny stories when you were how you were running temples in Paris and so on. That would light up your mood, and you would always share so many funny stories and in Paris, and how you dodged the French government. They were after you on your business and all that. So that was really the moments I would always remember and cherish on, and be able to be with you. You allowed me to serve you, when you really needed. So that's really a great moment for us. And I always remember Maharaj. And personally, for me and my family, because of all your dedication and being able to establish this congregation, we are all benefiting that. We all became Krishna conscious, and somehow we're, coming to the temple and be inspired by you. So we are eternally indebted and thankful and grateful for you. And we pray to Sri Radha Neelam Madhava to give you good health, so that you continue to inspire all the congregation members here, so that we have 5 to 10 temples in Seattle area some point soon, and we have a larger congregation continue to grow here as well. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. He took my time also. He took my points also. So okay. So no, it's okay. So Maharaj, we started coming to the temple in 2011. So all these years, whoever we are today, it is because of you. If you did not build this temple, I don't know what we will be doing. I can't even imagine what we'll be doing with all the time. Even after all the services, you feel like you still have some time. But so the kids growing up in the congregation, even today when we went to drop Nitin, so all his friends came yesterday to hang out with him because he's going to college today. And while we were driving, he was saying we were talking about faith. I was just asking, what did you talk about faith? And he said we all talk to each other about what do you believe in? And I think these discussions kids are having in their, they are 20, 21. All these years, whatever knowledge, whatever they got is from here, from you, from this temple. Just because coming here, they're having this kind of conversation at this age, like even staying up at 11 o'clock and talking about faith. What does it mean for you, having faith? So that is very positive. Outside it may look like they're not doing much, but they do have internally the experience you have provided for all of us. When I go to Bellevue, like even today, like I've been getting messages like people are interested in Vedic school, and it just, inquiry keeps coming, new people keep coming. It's just that we don't have teachers and we don't know how to fulfill these interests. So when Bellevue's temple started, when you have that vision to start this temple, there were so many questions. Where will we have devotees to serve in the temple? How will we do it? But it's like a magic. People come, people serve, it is running. And there is still so much interest. So at the time it feels very scary. How is it going to happen? But now when we see it we can see the interest and potential, how much it can grow. So I think because of you, we met our spiritual master also. And he came to Seattle Temple, became the GBC for Seattle Temple just for you. He came here just for you. Because of him, because of you, we got association to meet him and to take shelter from him. So thank you so much, Maharaj. And we want your presence for longer time. We pray for your healthy life. And thank you so much for everything you have done. So the impact you have created in this community, in this Seattle area, we don't even know how many people. It is huge. We can't count. So thank you so much for your vision, as everybody was saying, that risk-taking thing, this is going to work out, even though everybody had those doubts, but you still did it, and it is touching so many people's lives. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. The next one we have is Nitya Priya Prabhuji and Nirmala Prema Mataji. So this is the last one we have before we break for the Guru Puja and Aarti.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Thank you. Wish you a happy Krishna conscious birthday. And we are associated with you for the last 3.5 years. And amazing changes in our lives, transformations. 3.5 years ago, just me coming, and then later Abhi, and then later the whole family joined. And this year, we got initiation from you, first initiation. Definitely we have been visiting ISKCON for last 7 years in Delaware as well. But last 2.5 year association with you has a great impact in our lives. Definitely thanks to Guru Maharaj. And thank you for giving opportunity to associate with you every day in the morning doing the Bhagavatam classes. And also had opportunity to serve you this year when you were not well. One quality that I want to emphasize, Maharaj, you're compassionate. I think the first time I started tying dhoti is because of your mercy. I don't know whether you remember or not. First time I wanted to come for a Sankirtan. And then I joined you, and you were there ready. So I was just joined you. I said, Guru Maharaj, I'm also joining the Sankirtan. I came without dhoti. And they said, yeah, we need dhoti. So you went upstairs and just got dhoti and for me. So I said, I didn't have dhoti. You just went upstairs and got one for me, and then tied the dhoti. And then since that day, so now you can see, you see me as much. So so sometimes the mercy comes, and now because of your mercy, compassion, selfless thought, inspiration. I think that day onwards, tying as many dhotis as possible. So that's one quality. And second quality, Guru Maharaj. On January 1st, we had a wonderful kirtan throughout day. You were here from 10:30 all the way to 9 p.m. actually, and you have been sitting here giving the classes, doing kirtan. Even I sneaked out for a couple of hours to take a nap and come back. But you are here. You are here from 10:30 to all the way to 9 o'clock. Like amazing. Even when I went home also, just putting the video on and just, so that I don't take too much rest at home, because I want to get inspiration. Right? But behind the screens, what Maharaj goes through is, I've been serving Maharaj personally for last these years. I give medicine, Maharaj, every weekly once. The 5 medicine that tastes really ugly. right? And I see, even I feel so bad giving medicine that's really not good at all. That papaya, the liquid, and then all these medicines, and the medicines that go into throat and get stuck, and then bother Maharaj so much, right? He's still going through it. But you see the amazing, actually the fruit outside we are experiencing here is actually what's happening in the background is so, how Maharaj is able to switch complete, two different worlds. And definitely we want to pray for your full health recovery, Guru Maharaj. I know I'm really praying sincerely so that you get out of those medicines quickly. And then, even with the medicines, energy that Maharaj having, you can imagine today and the January 1st. But what Maharaj having in the background, we cannot see it, but due to all devotees' mercy and Maharaj mercy, I had some personal association serving Maharaj, I was able to see. And that definitely inspires me, Maharaj going so much in the background, but he still gives the best, which something we can't even do, being healthy, being in 30s, at 80s, he's able to do. We are sneaking out and trying to escape from service, right? Try to, run away, get some break, right? So, thank you so much, Maharaj. Continue to inspire us. We'll continue to transform our lives. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. I wanted to share a couple of examples from before I even started thinking about Krishna consciousness and how your association has influenced some of my thoughts just to even begin thinking about it. We moved here in 2019, and there was a festival that was celebrated near Sammamish Commons sometime in October or so. It was at the end of the festival, I came as a visitor at that time. We just moved here. And my kids were eating pizza, and you just told hello to them, and you were all ready for cleanup activity. You had a broom in your hand, and you were ready to clean up. And I was like, no, I think I need to take the broom from you. I don't know what. I don't know you at that time. So I was like, something made me like, I need to help. So I came to you and was like, let me do that, Prabhuji. And you were like, no, I'll do this. If you would like to do more, there are more brooms over there. So it's like how you lead by example. And since morning, so many people shared so many examples. And every example is so precious because of the person who experienced it and how you have given them that association to follow the path, to serve, to be in the process of the path of Krishna consciousness. Really appreciate that, Maharaj. The other example is, this was in 2022, and we had a Narasimha Homam at our home. And you came to our place. You gave an amazing lecture, and we had the puja. Towards the end, almost at the end, before you were leaving, I wanted to thank you. So I came to you, and it's like, thank you so much, Maharaj, for coming. And that was an amazing lecture. And you very humbly said, like, was it? And that question lingered in my mind for so long. It's like, it was such a great lecture, so much humility, so much like it was questioning my own humility in how I have given you that compliment. So all of these shaped to where I am right now. I'm just beginning my path, my journey in this path. And before even my faith didn't settle down at that time. And even during that time, you were so merciful. You were very, very generous in giving your association blessings. And all those have turned to make me where I am right now. And all I want to wish for is, how you follow Prabhupada's, who is your guru and all of our guru too, how you follow Prabhupada's words to the dot. I always wish I get that much faith and persistence in my life to be able to follow Krishna consciousness and your instructions to the dot. That's my only wish. Whenever I come to Mangalarti, and I'm like, I hope I continue to follow this path. give me that courage. That's my only prayer. So thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for all your association and blessings, and wish you a very, very happy Krishna conscious birthday.
So we have one last. We have Ramni Mataji. Before we break for the Guru Puja.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji. Ramni Mataji, you have 30 seconds.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams, Jai Srila Prabhupada. I can't pinpoint exactly where to begin. For me, everything is divided into two distinct periods. Before and after discovering Krishna consciousness. It was akin to a rebirth. Krishna consciousness is synonymous with you, Maharaj, for me. You imparted invaluable lessons on how to love and how to live this life. On November 11th, 2021, I sought answers to existential questions from you, the most pressing being why I felt a lingering sense of restlessness, fear, and unhappiness, even though life seemed to be going well. The wisdom you shared that day and thereafter has profoundly shaped my entire being. You introduced me to Krishna and Krishna consciousness, filling a void I didn't realize existed in myself. It felt as though I had wandered through lifetimes, countless lifetimes, seeking divine grace. And Maharaj, thank you for bestowing that grace upon me and countless others like me. Every interaction, every class, every observation of you leads to a profound realization. I'm extremely grateful to the Lord for bringing you into our lives, and even more so, for healing you so that we can continue to learn from your association. I want to share two examples, but I think I'll do one in the interest of time. The science of chanting and serving prasadam. As I was getting lessons from you, learning from you, hearing from you, I was eager to share the profound impact of Krishna consciousness. Initially tried to enlighten my family, friends, and colleagues with this profound knowledge. However, I soon realized that such realization depends on an individual's willingness and their readiness. It saddened me initially when loved ones seemed unreceptive to this highest truth. And when I approached you, Maharaj, you taught me how to express true love through the act of chanting and preparing prasadam, offering it to the Lord, and then sharing it with others. Food cooked with love is universally appreciated. And by offering it to Krishna first, we transform it into an expression of the Lord's mercy. This allows us to serve Krishna's mercy to everyone, regardless of their spiritual state. Since then, I've made it a habit to share prasadam with loved ones whenever we meet, no matter where they are in their journey. This simple act holds profound meaning in my life. It has transformed me in multiple ways in our family. With utmost sincerity, Maharaj, I pray to Radhanila Madhav and Narsimhadev Bhagwan to forever watch over you, our beloved Maharaj, always protecting you and bestowing upon you the eternal blessing of serving them always. Your sincere servant, Ramni Mataji, and my family.
Thank you very much, Mataji. So this concludes our offerings, and then we'll break for the Guru Puja and our
Guru Puja, yes. So you do this one, and then I'll help Maharaj.
Okay. जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा श्रील प्रभुपदा ओ जय प्रभुपदा 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 श्रील प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्रील गुरुदेवा देवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्रील गुरुदेव ओ जय गुरुदेवा 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 श्रील गुरुदेवा जय श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा बंदो मोहि सावधान माते बंदो मोहि सावधान माते बंदो मोहि सावधान माते प्रसादे भाई ए भव तोरिया जाय जय प्रसादे भाई ए भयरिया जय कृष्ण प्राप्ति होय जहाँ होय ते कृष्ण प्राप्ति होय यहाँ होय ते कृष्ण प्राप्ति होय जहाँ होय ते कृष्ण प्राप्ति होय जहाँ होय ते गुरुमुख पद्मा वाक्या सीते कोरिया गुरुमुख जम भैया अतिते हरिया अरना कोरी हो मने आशा हरिना करीब माने आशा हरना करी हो माने आशा हरिना करीब माने आशा श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिनो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से,
चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से,
चक्षुदान दिलो से जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से,
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो,
दिव्य ज्ञान बिन प्रभुषितो,
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो,
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रभुषितो,
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाशा जाते,
प्रेम भक्ति ज्ञान हित नशे जाते,
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाशा जाते,
प्रेम भक्ति ज्ञान अभी तक नशा जाते,
वेदे गाय जहर चरितो,
वेदे गाय जहर चरितो,
वेदे गाय जहर चरितो,
वेदे गाय जहर चरितो,
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु,
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बिंदु,
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु,
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बिंदु,
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना,
लोकेनाथ लोकेना जीवाना,
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना,
लोकेनाथ जी केरा जीवाना,
प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
हा प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे कोरो छाया,
हा प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
हा प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
हा प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
हा प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
हा प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया,
हा प्रभु कोरो दया देहो मोहे पद छाया,
गुशु त्रिभुवाना,
ए बेजाश गुशुनु दुवाना,
गुशु त्रिभुवाना,
ए बेजाश गुशु गोतुमाना,
श्रीला प्रभुपाद पतित पवाना,
श्रीला प्रभुपाद भक्ति पावना,
श्रीला प्रभुपाद लोइलो शराना,
श्रीला प्रभुपाद गोयला शराना,
जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा श्रीला प्रभुपदा,
जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जिला प्रभुपदा,
जय प्रभुपदा 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 श्रीला प्रभुपदा,
जय प्रभुपदा 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 श्रीला प्रभुपदा,
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्रीला गुरुदेवा,
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्रीला गुरुदेवा,
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्रीला गुरुदेवा,
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा श्रीला गुरुदेवा,
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्रीला गुरुदेवा,
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्रीला गुरुदेवा,
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रस्थाय भूतले, श्रीमदे भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने,
ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine.
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Niravishesha Shunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine.
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Gauradi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bolo bolo.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमात्म परविगाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सत्य श्री ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत श्रीला प्रभुपाद गोस्वामी महाराज की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नमाचार्य श्रीलादास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की समवेत भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Plan change. Okay.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
गोविंद चले आवो गोपाल चले आवो.
गोविंद चले आवो गोपाल चले आवो.
मेरे मुरलीधर माधव नंदलाल चले आओ. मेरे
मुरलीधर माधव नंदलाल चले आओ.
गोविंद चले आओ गोपाल चले आओ.
गोविंद चले आओ गोपाल चले आओ.
आँखों में बसे हो तुम धड़कन में धड़कते हो. कुछ ऐसा करो मोहन सांसों में समा जाओ.
तू कैसे करो मोहन मला सावकन का नाम
गोविंद चले आओ गोपाल चले आओ.
गोविंद चले आओ गोपाल चले आओ.
तेरे दर्शन को मोहन मेरे नैन तरसते हैं.
मेरे दर्शन को मोहन मेरे दर्शन करते हैं.
हे अर्ज मेरी मोहन अब और न तरसाओ. हे अर्ज मेरी मोहन अब और न तरसाओ. गोविंद चले आओ गोपाल चले आओ.
गोविंद चले आओ गोपाल चले आओ.
एक शर्त जमाने से प्रभु हमने लगा ली है.
एक शर्त जमाने से प्रभु हमने लगा ली है.
या हमको बुला लो तुम या खुद ही चले
या हमको बुला लो तुम, या खुद ही चले आओ।
गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ,
गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्णा
कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Naam Sankirtan ki
Jai.
jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Sia. Come. Okay, go. Prabhuji, Jai Radha Madhav. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, 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 Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari, 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 Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Yashodanandan Braj Jana Ranjana, 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 Yamuna Tira Vanchari, Yamuna Tira Vanchari, Yamuna Tira Vanchari, Tira. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
I forgot all tones. भूल गई. मेरे को याद ही नहीं आ रहा. कोई बता दो ना. वही तो.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jaya Gopala Jai Jaya Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai 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 Gopala Jai Jai Radha Lamana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Radha Lamana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Gopala Jai